Hey, good morning, Groovers. Welcome to Traces of Nuts. This morning it's Traces of Places. But we're going to Hobart to work. Many of you have driven with me to work before. It's not really a new place that I'm showing off to you. Despite my title, I'm not actually down, but gee, Mondays suck. When I took this job, I was asked, what days would you like to work? And originally I was doing 2 days a week, and I was like, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, thank you. Um, but every second week since I've started, at least one of my bosses has come to Hobart, and so I've worked Mondays. And I've forgotten how real Monday-itis is. Didn't want to leave my little muggy at home. I wanted to stay home and play because I'm going to have a look at this day. Actually, I'm just going to check. Is it possible I'm on private? Hang on a sec. No point streaming if I'm on private. Oh, no. Somebody's arrived. Awesome sauce. I was recording last night. Mind you, I was recording on StreamYard on my computer, but I had it set to private. I was doing like the pre-recorded bedtime story. It's already got a copyright claim on it without it even being shown to the public because it's got a song in it. But oh well. Plus, something was going down with my settings last night. I tried so many different settings with my microphone, and they all sounded exactly the same. So I didn't end up making it public because it was kind of echoey and hard to listen to. All right, Ski. It's just me and the brood, which I don't mind. I just like going live in case someone needs somewhere to hang out for a little while. People drop in and they go, oh, this has happened, and we can all talk about it. Really don't have much to talk about other than, yeah, Monday-itis. It's a real thing. I wonder if it still exists, though, when people are working from home. Because the planet's so different these days and so many people work from home now. Be keen to know if anyone who works from home still suffers from Monday-itis. Is it as bad? Damn, I put my phones to centralised in this bracket. It needs to be over a bit more. Oh, well. Yeah, like I wonder if it's a thing if you're, I mean, to me, I reckon if you're working from home on a Monday, it's like, well, at least I'm working from home. Woo. I like the working from home concept, but this little rescue cat I have now, Sunny, she would be a nightmare to work at home with unless I had a dedicated office and I could close the door because she loves playing chases all day, all day. If I'm around, she's actually a bit stroppy. She doesn't like me getting ready for work. It's good new as well. Like different shoes go on. I'm a bit busier than I am, in the mornings when I'm at home. I can be a bit more cruisy. Plus, I go for a walk on the beach on the days that I'm not working. Because of us heading into winter now, it's too dark in the mornings for me to go for a walk. So she knows. Anything happened on YouTube overnight? I didn't even have time to check my notifications. I guess it would be the same old, right? Just another day of the YouTube days of our lives. Anyone found a new channel that's hilarious? I want us to spread like and encourage people to sub to all the funny channels we can find. Good, wholesome fun. That's what we need on YouTube. I think the whole planet needs a few laughs right now, you know. And YouTube doesn't have a lot of perspective, or some creators don't. For several years now, they've just gone live bitching about other people, and it doesn't matter what community you're from. I discovered YouTube via the true crime community, but the drama community, the extreme merkin knitting community. Hey, Scout. Looks like it's you and me, baby cakes. I don't actually have. I don't know. I set up the live, and then I was like, no, just listen to Finn's interview with the dude who's written the book about the Bush family. Instead, so I can give him some feedback. But I'm going to listen to that tonight, driving home, because I need to concentrate on it. It's a pretty heavy subject. Well, it's not. I don't know if it's heavy, but I need to get my brain into work mode. I've got 2 of my bosses down this week. I've got the one that I report to, and then I've got another one coming down who does family law. So I've been meeting him. I mean, I've spoken to him on Zoom and stuff, but we actually use Teams, but, you know, same. We're good, Scout, although it's Monday morning and Sunny realised I was going to work, and she gets the Zoomies, and I chased her around for as long as I could before I had to get ready. And then she gets in the beanbag, and she slept all day yesterday. She's definitely not as active when the weather's cold, which is good. I doubt that she'll even move from where she is now till I get home. But this Zooming every morning thing is pretty funny. And I'm kind of in different stages of, you know, getting dressed and making my breakfast, and then I've got to drop everything and chase her around the house a little bit. It's pretty funny. Hey, Kylie, how are you? I was only thinking of you yesterday. You good, Groover? Yeah, work is getting busy, Scout. And, I mean, it's manageable. Plus, here's an interesting concept that's a little bit new to me in the work world. Witching out. Yeah, well, it's all day, every day is witching out with Sunday if I'm around. Well, not really, but yeah, witching out for sure. And yeah, the Zoomies, it's morning and night, especially right after she's eaten, which is so weird. I thought that, you know, she'd be like a human and she'd slip into a little food coma, but nope. Oh, quite the opposite. She's eating her food and she's like, let's party. You're not as active, but no, I don't think any of us are. But yeah, one thing that's really interesting with my job, and it's taking me a little while to get used to doing it, they're actually letting me manage my workflow. So in the past with other jobs, you just get bombarded with stuff and you just get on with it, you know, and some days you're just absolutely frantic, and then you take work home to try and get on top of it all, and then you do some work over the weekend. This job it's entirely up to me whether I'm managing or whether I need more work or whether I'm at capacity. It's really refreshing, but yeah, it's taking me a little while to get my head around that, and being able to say no, like I did to a matter on Friday, only because it's an area of law that I haven't practiced in for like over 2 decades, and we've got like a an online referral system for matters, and it can be all different areas of law. And a Tassie one came up on Friday. I wasn't actually working on Friday, but one of the PAs messaged me because the interview needed to be done tomorrow, and I've already got heaps on my plate. Plus, I'm going to be sitting in on a trial for the next few days, a little bit, not all day, but so yeah, I've got quite a busy week. But so nice to say no to this matter and to not be berated or just told that you've got to do it, whether you can do it or not. You know what I mean? Pardon me. It is working out, Kylie. I mean, it's still very early days. I'm on a very steep learning curve. And that's another reason why I wasn't prepared to take on this criminal matter, because I haven't practiced in this jurisdiction other than dabbling a tiny bit in a very niche area of property law in my last job. So everything I do is new to me. It's like I'm fresh out of law school, but I've got the skills and the understanding on how law works, but it's almost like I'm learning, not from scratch, but I'm loving the learning curve. I've got files now that I'm running from the start, so I'll be able to run them properly and have control over them. I mean, it's sort of like when you start a new job and, it doesn't matter what industry it is, you end up with some stinky work that everyone else has had a look at and handballed around, and it's gotten a bit long in the tooth, you know what I mean? So you do get a few of those, but I'm pretty excited that a lot of the matters I'm going to be able to run them from the start and look after the clients and hopefully, expedite things and get good results. Hey, yep, so what? How you doing? My last job was so full on, almost gave you anxiety. Yeah, me too. It literally did. It literally did. I burnt out. I asked for more work in that job to keep me interested and stuff. I get very complacent if a job is too sort of routine. A lot of people love routine. There's a lot of people that are going to work right now that their day to day will be fairly similar to the day they do tomorrow and so on, and they're happy with that. Whereas I like a bit of crazy, but the criminal matter on Friday was a little bit too crazy. I'm still trying to get my head around all the other stuff. Plus, having two of my bosses here for the next few days, and neither of them practice in that area, so I couldn't even get them to do the initial interview and then sort of give me a bit of an idea of where I have to go with it. And it's not an area like even though I've done crim before, this case was wackadoo. Oh, you finished your move today. Woohoo! That's a nice feeling. I hope you sit down and put your feet up and treat yourself to a nice cup of tea or something stiffer. I don't know if you drink or not, but that's such a good feeling. Looking forward to going to work every day. You are, Scout, or the routinies and the rand. I mean, my life's always been the roller coaster, not the merry-go-round. And I get that people are happy on a merry-go-round. It's safe, it's familiar, it's predictable. I do like the surprises of a roller coaster. And if I've been doing law here a bit longer, the criminal case that was being offered on Friday, I probably would have gone, hell yeah, let's do it. But I'm still kind of working my head around the tribunals and that I'm currently having to appear in and stuff like that. I haven't appeared in one yet, but it'll happen soon. So I'm kind of like, just learn that first. Just learn that first. Oh, because it's new and exciting. Well, yeah, but I do have Mondayitis. I was like, oh, I want to go to work today. I want to stay home with Sunny. Um, Shit, I left a bit earlier than usual and traffic's a bit heavy. Don't tell me school holidays are already over. It's all right, though. I can read chat now. Yeah, I still do get Mondayitis, though. Um, Not like I used to. God, when I was at school, on Sunday nights, I used to physically get sick about having to go to school on Mondays. And I didn't have a bad experience at my school. It just was, I'd get that feeling in the pit of my stomach. It's like, oh no, school tomorrow. I liked my weekends. You know, when we actually did it on breakfast radio years and years and years ago, but now it seems to pop up a lot on Facebook and all over the place, which is the song that was number one when you were born defines your life, and you can find out, yeah, what song was number one in your country the day you were born, and that essentially is, I mean, it's not really, but it's one of those funny sort of games, I guess. But mine was Friday on My Mind was number one when I was born. And it's so true. I've always been, I mean, as much as I love my jobs, I've always been the looking out for the weekend kind of person. Hey, pickle, pickle. I meant to tell you yesterday, your name, when you pop into chat and that little emoji always makes me smile, or your little avatar. It's cute as. Even though I'm not really a fan of the pickle. I like the baby, the little cornichons. They're yum. The one bite pickles, I'm down. I'm down. Scout. I always love Monday. It's a new week. Well, that's a good way to look at it. And yeah, it is. I mean, there is the excitement of my new job. Plus, Andrew flew in last night because he's got a trial for the next 3 days. And yeah, I'm going to go and sit in on that with him a little bit. I've got clients every day as well that I've got to see. And then the other senior associate who's down, Roger, he's sort of he's like my team leader. Like, we've got teams, and so everyone's kind of got someone that they can go to, and sort of you end up being like a little effective business unit together, I guess. And so, I mean, down the track, I'll be doing some family law as well. But he's coming down to sort of check out where the family court is, which is where we're going today as well for our trial. They're in the same building. Different courts, but same building. And it's the federal courts building, basically. Yeah, it will be interesting. And it's going to be good just to, get. I mean, I haven't been in this building in my life ever. So it's, and Hobart's not a big place. It's going to be good to just learn my way around a bit and where I'm going to end up doing stuff and meeting, the people that are like running the building, because they're the ones you need to get on well with. All the sort of receptionists and security people and all of that crew, they're the ones you got to get to know. Makes your life so much easier when you rock up to court and they know you. And Oh, that's a great song. I sing that to Sonny. I sang it to Biscuit too, close to you. They don't like my singing. Well, Biscuit did actually like my singing voice, weirdly. Sonny looks at me like I'm a bit crazy. She's very good at judging me with her beautiful face. The drive depends. Like if we weren't in peak hour traffic, it would be 35 minutes roughly to town from home. 35, 40 minutes, but in peak hour it's more like an hour, sometimes an hour and 15. But I normally would be leaving home now, and I'll still probably get to town. Well, no, not the same time, but it'll probably take me longer to get to town now because I left earlier. I think the run-in is better at 7:30. Like leaving, it's only just become. It's like it's almost 7:30 now, and I'd normally be leaving home about now. But when my bosses are in town, I like to get in a bit early and check my calendar and sort of be ready for the day and check my emails and know what I'm doing. We all do a meeting every morning. We dial in Adelaide. It's at 7 minutes to 9. Because Tassie's half an hour ahead, it's 23 past 9 for me. But we do a little ring in, and if anyone needs to speak to someone after the meeting, or if somebody's sick and there's something that needs to be covered, all of that sort of stuff, it all gets covered. Hey, Nicole. Yeah, it is only 7 a.m. where you are, gorgeous. We need to chat, actually, because it's 7:30 here and I'm heading to work. It's my third week in my new job, working for an Adelaide law firm that opened an office in Hobart. So I might be going to SA a fair bit. Well, not a fair bit, but I'll be coming to SA again with my new job. People are going to adore me and my work ethics. No, it is chilly, Kylie. It's 9 degrees, heading for a top of 14. It snowed on Mount Wellington. But yeah, I like getting in early. I've never been I'm never late. I actually suffer from compulsive promptness or even earliness. I used to try to be about, like when you go to a party or something, I'd try to be like 10, 15 minutes late and I'd still rock up on time. But yeah, I like to prepare for the day and work out what I got to do, and it's just better time management too. Schedule things in, and it'll be fun having Andrew and Roger here, but it's also a distraction from all of the things that I'm learning and my new clients, and I've got clients every day. So I'll probably go into the trial in the morning and then be in the office in the afternoons. I don't know, we'll see. And then the other partner, he wants to explore Hobart a bit, and I know who you are, beautiful. So yeah, I might be coming back a bit, not as much, but as I used to, but I'll be really organised and um, put a message out that I'll be at such and such a place on such and such a night or whatever, and we can all catch up. Kylie will be complaining about being cold until spring. We were having like this late summer and we're all a bit smug about it, and then it snowed on the weekend. So, I mean, a week ago, my sister and I were boogie boarding all day. in our bathers, not wetsuits. Like it hadn't even got to wetsuit weather, and having the best day. And I said to Ange, I reckon this is the last day we're going to go to the beach. And sure enough, will I be in second chair? Oh, you mean like in court today? No, I'm an observer. It's actually it is a trial, but it's in a tribunal. Like it's a tribunal hearing, so it's not as formal as like a Supreme Court trial. But no, I don't even know this matter at all. One of the partners is coming down to do it. It's his file, so it'll be interesting because I don't know it at all. I do know some of the witnesses though, medical witnesses. It's like, oh, I know those witnesses. But yeah, winter is definitely here now. We sort of went from summer to winter. We haven't really had much of an autumn at all. Like the leaves aren't even turning, the colours aren't changing. The leaves aren't changing on trees. There's no oranges and yellows and reds. Oh, really? I thought you guys had an okay summer. From what the lads were telling me when they came down, they reckon, although they were surprised at how hot Hobart can get. I was like, well, we didn't start the rumour that Tasmania's always freezing. People who never came here started that stupid rumour. Oh, we've hit double figures. It's 10 degrees. I'm snug as a bug in a rug right now. I've got a winter tunic on, a little top I wear under. It's nice and warm. I've got boots, leggings. I've packed a scarf and a beanie just in case. I love beanies. Beanies make me warm. I wore a beanie all day yesterday, even when I was cooking. Not that my house is cold, but if I wear a beanie, I don't need to put the hydronic heating on straight away. Hey, gone girl. Oh, you've got flowers blooming. I actually love autumn and spring are my favourite seasons just because of what happens with all the plant life and all the baby animals like baby lambs, the lambs bouncing around in paddocks in spring are so cute. And in autumn, I love it when the trees change colour, but they're not doing it much here. I did also decide to head in a little bit earlier because I like grabbing. I like making smoothies in the morning, but I've opted to grab one, like get one made for me this morning as a bit of a treat. That's my little Monday morning treat. I didn't grab a few things when I stopped at the shop yesterday. I needed to get a few things for my green smoothie and I didn't. So I was like, oh, well, looks like you'll be buying one in town. Yeah, the very aptly named Sunny is definitely bringing sunshine every day. She's getting her winter coat. My God, she was already a pom-pom with feet when I rescued her. Now she's like doubled in size. She's this giant ball of fluff. Okay, we're doing 110 now, so I probably won't be able to read chat for a while. unless we end up bumper to bumper further down the road. Oh, do I watch Maths Married at First Sight? No, I don't have. I used to. I know a few people that were in it too. Not as a bride or groom, but yeah, no, I haven't been. But I've got some friends who are. My mate Roger, who's like looks like a big, nasty, scary biker dude, and he's not. He's the biggest teddy bear on the planet. The guy that hosts all of our seafood banquets that we enjoy. He was in stitches the other day because he was saying some of his mates dropped in. They've got like an outdoor bar in a garage thing. And they dropped in for some beers, and he was like, "Guys, I've got to watch my show." And he put Married at First Sight on. He's totally into it. Does Sunny let me brush it? Not really, no. I mean, I've tried to, but no, she's not into it like Biscuit was. Biscuit got brushed every morning and sometimes at night as well. No, this one's not a fan. Well, she's not opposed. I just don't think she's been brushed before. Not that she was neglected or anything, but it's not a familiar. There's other things that she does. I'm like, okay, that's obviously what her and her last human did, but then brushing, I don't know. But yeah, my mate Roger's totally into it. I'm actually looking forward to MasterChef. I watched it on my laptop though because I don't have a commercial telly. I've got a smart TV. I haven't hooked up an aerial so I can watch commercial. So I'll stream it. But I know two of the finalists in MasterChef. Two. So I'm going to be watching that for sure. Oh, you're waiting for the. I thought it was currently happening, Maps. No? I'm sure there's a YouTuber that I follow who does like his take of it every week. No, I didn't try the water bottle. Hang on. I've got to focus on driving at the moment, Rivers, so don't get upset if I don't see your comments. It's a bit hairy at the moment on the roads. Mount Wellington is completely hidden by cloud at the moment, which sucks because I bet it's got lots of snow on it. No, I didn't try the water bottle. I don't want her to get scared of me after somebody said that might frighten her. What I do, I just put my laptop satchel through the door first and she sort of moves away. I just open the door slightly and push the satchel through and she sort of backs off. So I'm still contemplating a better option so that I don't stress out so much, but it's all about getting something through the door and she sort of, yeah, reverses and then I can walk in and shut the screen door and stuff. Oh, Wentworth is your favourite show. Yeah, it's not bumper to bumper along here like it used. It must still be school holidays. Got to make such a difference. I left home at 7:10 and it's 7:45. Hi, Emily. Happy birthday, Rachel. I'm glancing very quickly at my phone, so I will be missing comments. I'm so sorry. But safety first, guys. I'll be in the city in a minute. I'll be able to look a bit more about a treat and toy idea. Yeah, well, she gets little treats when she does good things. But normally when I get home, she's about to have dinner anyway. So, but if I came home like during the middle of the day and she was really good, I'd give her a treat for sure. But yeah, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rachel. Happy birthday to you. Now, see, there's a little P plater who's going to go past me in a minute on the other lane. That truck was indicating for ages, and that little P plater just wasn't going to let him in. Why? Why be like that? So dirty. So dirty. God forbid if anyone didn't let them in. Never hear the end of it on the Twitters. First day of school holidays here. Our school holidays was sort of timed with Easter. But I think they get like 2 or 3 weeks. So, yeah, I hope Rachel has a fabulous day. Welcome to the Nifty 50s, the thrifty 50s. I don't know. There's the dirty 30s, the naughty 40s, and then you get to 50s and it's like, the shifty 50s. Oh, she's laughing. Yeah, my bad singing does have that effect. It either makes people laugh or cry, so I'm glad she went with laughter. She's getting a lot of lovely messages in chat too. Yes, Marilyn Monroe, but I can't do that for like a girl on, like the daughter of somebody on YouTube who I've never met before. That'd be kind of weird if I did a Marilyn Monroe for Rachel. Maybe I'll do one for you, Kylie. The bum of the mountain is shrouded in cloud because I can't show you the snow. It's probably snowing right now, actually. Whenever we get that sort of cloudy squall, when the sky clears, there's normally this beautiful array of snow on top of Mount Wellington, but you can't even see Mount Wellington at the moment. You're still waiting for the 30 and the 30. I loved my 30s. That was my favourite decade, I think. Well, no, actually, maybe not. 40s was great. 50s has been different. I mean, COVID changed the world, and 50s has been good and weird and sad too. The older you get, you start to lose more friends and whatever. So there's that too. I mean, I've lost friends my whole life, but it's more likely to happen, more often in your 50s and 60s and so on. Just looking at snow makes you cold. Nifty 50. Yeah, all I could come up with nifty, which is sort of the grooviest, which is a bit sad. Thrifty or shifty. Drifty. Most people are pretty settled when they're in their 50s. Not in a bad way, but can't really drift much at the moment anyway. Government house over there, or like I like to say, my city residence. their flag isn't at half-mast for Prince Philip like the dude down where I live. '20s were your good years, '30s been boring. I was in a long-term serious relationship in my 20s and we travelled a lot and had a ball, but I was pretty young to be, well, I shouldn't say that. There are plenty of people that commit to relationships in that decade, but for me, I still had this sort of free spirit thing. So even though Tim and I travelled a lot, um, we were quite a serious couple. And then approaching 30, I jumped out of a plane and it invigorated me to keep exploring and doing stuff. And I chucked in, actually, we've got a bit of time. Let's go around the dogs. And I went in raw comedy and I stopped practicing law. And this was all when I was living in Adelaide. And Tim and I broke up. I broke up with him. And then he was loving the routine and the stability, and I wasn't. Itchy feet, itchy foot. So 30s, I actually got on with, dating and dating different dudes and being spontaneous and buying a combi and learning how to surf. And I did a heap of shit in my 30s that a lot of people in their 20s had done. You loved your 40s and your 50s, 56. 50s were your power years. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I think the 40s were my power years. I moved back to Tassie while I was still in my 30s, turned 40 here, had an epic 40th birthday, had two long-term relationships in that decade, but also a bit of time on my own. Bought my own house, first house. Don't you just love people who walk in the middle of a road thinking it's a footpath? Like, there's footpaths with bollards for a reason, but no, I'm just going to walk right down the middle of the road. Um, I mean, for me, 50s, I feel like I'm slowing down a lot and not in a bad way, just chilling out a lot more. I no longer want the buzz of a corporate career. I'm happy to be, you know, pottering around at home, and I've got a job that is challenging and interesting, but it's not like crazy. 45 is I'm a little wider, not sure about wiser. Yeah, I mean, I like these autumn leaves are starting to change colour a little bit. That's the Parliament House lawns in front of us, and those trees would normally be like all orange and yellow by now, but they're not. They're not quite there yet. Do a little swing around Salamanca, and then I'll head to the office and go and grab me a smoothie. Sound like I've done well. Well, bit of both, like anyone really, I think. There's been some great stuff. There's been some weird stuff. That's life, isn't it? I missed Emily's comment, but if Scout says amen, I say it too. Amen. I mean, I don't really, but I mean, I do. Whatever she said, yes, I agree. But I'm not really an amen kind of person, but obviously whatever she said was good. Oh, what's the net thing to the left? I don't know. The net thing. How far back was the net thing? I can do another quick little lap to go and look at the net thing, but not if it was way back, like around back on the other part of the docks. Now curious, I want to know what the net thing is. But if it's a while back, the net thing. You mean the thing hanging up there? That's like a cover. They do outdoor stuff there. They do a lot of festivals and concerts and stuff. So if you're talking about the thing up in the air, maybe for golf or baseball, maybe that's not what you were talking about. I don't know. Have a look up here on the left. This black glass building is a university, one of our campuses, and check it out. It's like, imagine sitting there studying, looking out over a harbour. It's the Marine and Antarctic Studies. Obviously, it's a different net, and I don't know, Grover. Golf or baseball? Different net. I don't know. Sorry about that. Isn't it beautiful down here? I love Salamanca. All the old buildings, restaurants, cafes, and it's very pretty. And on Saturdays, this whole street that I'm driving on is all closed off, and they have a big market that goes the whole way right up to Davy Street. Um, all these amazing stalls like food, and I'm going to go this way. It's better with the lights. Um, and yeah, so Salamanca Market's quite famous as a Tasmanian thing to do. Apparently, it's Australia's largest outdoor market, and it goes the whole length of that road we just drove along. I love that we didn't knock down all of the old sandstone warehouses and stuff. So other cities like Sydney, they knocked over so many of those beautiful shit, I've lost it. Oh my god, we've got so many buildings, and it's my favourite style of architecture. But you know, the sort of deco buildings, and now they're rebuilding everything deco. So they knocked down all the original ones, which was solid and had been there forever, and yeah, knocked them down to put in modern buildings, and now they're building everything in that sort of deco style. It's ridiculous. Oh, that was what you're asking about? Yeah, so that courtyard in front of that particular pier it's a big function one. They have so Taste of Tasmania, which is a huge thing over summer. Like it's a massive food and wine festival. They do a lot of stuff out the front, like live music and busking and so on. Is it? Oh, enjoy the pizza and happy birthday, Rachel. Is it like an outdoor mall outlet? The Salamanca Market? No, it's all like there's lots of fresh produce. There's food vans. There's things that people make. You can buy like Hue and Pine, which is a Tasmanian timber, bowls and tables and things. And there's a lot of knitwear, and it's all sorts of stuff. There's usually live music. And I'll take you to Salamanca Market one day. Watch all the Tasmanians run away when they see a camera near them. We're not fans of having cameras shoved in our faces. Oh, I'm here so early. It's great. I'll go and grab my smoothie. Um, the other trick with Sunny when we are chatting about her before when I get home is if I'm live, sorry, I just had to have a swig of water. If I'm live and I get home and I stay live and chat down in the driveway, she's got time to wake up and get to the front door. So I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to end my lives down at the beach so I can just get home and race in because Biscuit didn't sleep much. So Biscuit would always be at the door ready to get out, whereas Sunny, she's usually asleep. And by the time she's sort of waking up and heading down the hallway with bed hair, thanks. Yep. So what? I will. It's going to be a busy day, but it'll be fun. The one thing I have learned in my years of working is to not be overwhelmed by the volume of work you've got to do. Just focus on what you're doing, get it done properly, and then move on to the next thing. Back in the day, I'd have this to-do list with, 30 bloody things on it, and I'd just look at it and go, oh. Whereas now I just go, okay, what are the 3 things I definitely want to get done today? And, not looking at your emails when you get a notification and being distracted by all the other things that are binging and bonging, just focusing on what you're doing. I hope everyone has a lovely Sunday evening, if it's Sunday where you are. Happy Monday to anyone getting ready to head off to work. We'll be going out for dinner one night too, me and the lads. I don't know if it'll be tonight or tomorrow night. I'm kind of hoping it's tomorrow night, actually. Although because it's cold, they might just want to bunker down in our hotels and have dinner and chill out. We'll see. But yeah, have a lovely day, everyone. If you do have Mondayitis, I hope it's not too traumatic. 10 degrees Celsius in Hobart Town. I'm definitely going to take my beanie with me. I'll get all rugged up like a little butterball and head into the office. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. So good to see you, Kylie. Oh, enjoy your dinner, Scout. Sorry to anyone who commented in chat and I missed your comments. That's just the nature of the drive-in. But yeah, hope you all have a really good day, whatever you get up to, or night. Most important thing, beanie on. Beanie on. I love beanies. I love winter clothing, to be honest. I love beanies and scarves and boots and woolen things. It's one thing I'm finding. I've always been into knitwear. You have to when you live in a cold place, but the older I get, starting to get a bit obsessed with some pretty beautiful knitwear, corporate knitwear. What Scout said, she summed it up perfectly. I really need some of my lip balm. Where is it? This is riveting. Me sitting in a car park and you just listening to me rummaging for things. But yeah, have a beautiful day, everyone. Take care out there. And if you see or engage with a stranger today, compliment them. It'll make their day and you'll feel fabulous too. Stay warm if you're in a cold place. Stay cool if you're in a hot one. Until next time, over and out.